What's up? What's up?
What up, though?
Do it today? It's your boy Wild Carmar in the building. Detroit Mail, the man with the grand master plan for the I.O.W Sports Network in the building.
Yep.
Our residential white boy, he'll be joining us in a few minutes. He's been hanging around us color folks so long that he is now on CP time like a
Right.
motherfucker. Um, but no, the big
Tell him he's
homie
gonna
Nick
be
Shot.
late. He's gonna be late for his gender reveal.
I'm gonna be late to his own funeral, but no, the big homie Nick Sean will join us in just a minute. As always, y'all know the deal. Please go on over to YouTube. I.O.W Sports Network is the address where you can find
What
all
up,
of our
Matt?
content. All of our content is there. So please go show us some love on the YouTube page, I.O.W Sports Network, and like, share, subscribe. Spread the word on what we got going on
Right.
here at I.O.W Sports Network. Also, while you on Instagram with your thumbs scrolling through your Instagram feed, looking for them Instagram models, why don't you take a second, take your thumb and type in I.O.W Sports Network on Instagram? We do have an Instagram page. Let you know what kind of content is coming down the line.
All right.
While you on Twitter, take those Twitter fingers and stop tweeting and getting Twitter beefs and go ahead and follow, like, share, subscribe over to our Twitter page, I.O.W Sports One,
Who paying Nick?
and our Twitter,
Nice. You trying to sign up proper a Twitter page?
our Twitter, our Twitter page,
Right.
and then most importantly, going over to the Facebook page, I.O.W Sports Network is open to the public, gives you, yes, you, the listeners, viewers, a chance to drop funny sports memes, make your own sports take, get the debates going, and we emphasize big time on the word network. So if you have a sports podcast or podcast, drop your content on I.O.W Sports Network on the Facebook page. Let everybody know the content you got. You end up probably doing a collab. We've done many collabs with people that shared a lot of their content on the
Right.
Facebook page. And then
What up, though?
if you have a small business, that's a good place for you to plug yourself. Free advertisement, let people know the goods and services that you do provide. What up, though, LaCour? Um, and most importantly, you see that Cash App on the bottom of the screen.
Got a cash app?
You see this? You see these official caps that me and Detroit Mail are rocking? This is the only way you get them. Is that Cash App address right there? Send $30 in an address, and in return, you will get the very, very, very exclusive I.O.W Sports cap. That's how
Right.
exclusive it is. But
Right.
look, let's jump in the comments, see who we got in the building. Of course, none other than the big homie Matt. He's in the building. Shout out to Matt. Uh, he's one of three that have the official cap. Go get yours. Go get yours. Go get it. Go get it. Shout out to what's up, LaCour. What up, Doe? Fellow Detroit native, but he's out in Cali, so I don't even know if he's considered a Detroit boy no more. But I don't know.
You can't Detroit where you go.
Well, he's still suffering, rooting for them sorry ass franchises in Detroit. So
I need you to calm that down, bro.
What?
I need you to calm that down.
What?
Talking about root for those sorry ass franchise.
So you trying to tell me that
I just
Detroit
need you to
Lions
calm
is on
that
up and
down.
up?
They on their way up.
No, we just started, LaCour.
Here's why y'all be giving the Jets more
we 5 minutes in.
Get more props than we get, man. What's up, man?
Well, because they had a better draft.
We still had a good draft, bro.
You may have had a good draft, but they had like a franchise changing draft though.
We had a good draft, bro. Give us our props.
Yeah, you had a good draft. I gave y'all prop during.
No, you talking about you still crapping on us, man. I hear it in your voice.
No,
I hear it in your voice,
no.
man.
Wait. What do you
I
mean
will
you
say,
hear hate my voice?
I will say I can see it in your face, but you're so black we can't see you. So I can hear it in your voice.
See, I'm glad I'm not in studio because you do know that the damn yellow boys bruise easily.
All right, man. That's why I said what I said.
But man, I gave you y'all props during draft. Y'all had a good draft. Y'all did.
All right, man. Whatever, man.
All right. Even though y'all should.
Chris Long gave us our props. Say what now?
I don't know why y'all passed up on Malik though. I
We
thought
want that.
Malik would have been perfect for y'all though.
Yeah, we want that.
What you mean?
We want that.
What you mean?
Here's my thing. Since you ain't going down this road, here's my thing.
Oh,
I
since we
think,
there?
yeah, I think they should have picked up a quarterback in the draft. I do believe that, but I think using like early pick on like Malik or something like that, they don't. They need a quarterback, but they don't need a quarterback. What I mean by that, I like the way they putting together a good defense, got some pieces on offense, and I think like next year you look for a quarterback.
I get it. I get it. I agree with you.
What up, Jamal?
You don't use your third was it third or fourth overall that y'all had?
Yeah, right, something like that.
Yeah, you don't use it to get Malik there. Obviously, Malik goes in what the fourth round
Who went on
to
fourth round?
Tennessee. So
But the
it's like
fourth round they got, I think that's when they got didn't they get Joseph in the fourth round?
but I'm saying y'all could have got Malik in the third or fourth. You didn't have to use
But I like what
a
I
high
like who they
draft pick.
got though. That's what I'm saying. I like all the picks they got. I like who they got. They got great potential. I think some gems, the people that kind of passed over. I like Kirby Joseph. I like my man out of Arizona State. You know, I think they got some good pieces that kind of gonna sneak through there. You're gonna hear about later on.
The best move y'all did was go get Jamison Williams. That was
Oh
the
yeah,
best.
oh yeah. I know without a doubt, without a doubt,
That was the best move.
without a doubt.
Obviously, it's not a instant return on investment. Obviously, because of the
Right,
ACL injury.
right.
But I'm talking like look at that joint long term. Like dudes, well, hell, even if you get him back, say late November, early
Yeah,
December,
right.
you know, at
Hey,
least
Matt, wait, Matt, wait, what?
that is what you said, dog. You still saying sorry ass Steve, and so you can't even. That's what I'm saying. You can't even get mad at me saying sorry ass Steve when you know what the deal is. Like you know
But I
what's
was
up.
just quoting what you said.
Oh no. But this we talking about your squads, the Detroit squads.
I'm just saying. I'm just quoting what you said. You
No,
said we
you
got
ain't
sorry
going on
ass
what I
teeth.
said. You said it though.
Whatever, man. Yeah, whatever. Like I said, I think you can't overlook what they already had with Levi Osarike. You know, he's coming back healthy in shape. Then you got Josh Pascal. I mean, I think they're gonna be good. I think they'll have a great defense. If not, see the fruits of the labor
I know
this
I
year.
said it. I know I said it,
By
man.
next year, you'll see it. Yeah.
I was gonna try to see if the mail was
Try to
gonna
use a
step
Jedi mind trick on me.
Jedi mind trick.
Right.
Nigga mind trick.
Right.
Nigga mind trick.
You know what I'm saying? This ain't Nick.
But in all honesty, like, and I'm gonna say this, just because we don't know what Green Bay is gonna look like with Aaron Rodgers without Devontae Adams. Let's be 100% truthful about the situation. So look at your division. I do agree with you 100%. Detroit has gotten better. And if you look at how Detroit always plays Green Bay, they play them pretty tough. I bet you'll split this year. You'll split this year. You'll get the one at home. They'll get the one at home.
Okay.
And matter of fact,
I think Minnesota gonna top this division though.
Matter of fact, I think y'all split the whole division.
I think we sweep Chicago.
No. I say y'all split the division. Y'all go 3-3.
Okay.
Because you'll get your home games. I think y'all can get your home games.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Against Chicago, you still don't know what Chicago's really looking like. You know,
and they don't have nobody adjustment though too. They lost a few pieces on defense. So
you lose Khalil Mack,
right?
You know
Fuck Kirk Cousins. Thank you, Matt. Right on time.
but no, let's be frank about the division. The NFC North.
That's a good point, Chris.
For once in a while, in my opinion, to me is wide open.
Yeah,
is that fair? I think that's fair.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
You look at Detroit trying to come up. Chicago still trying to figure themselves out. Minnesota has always been, a mediocre team at best. Green Bay, say what you want.
Go ahead.
Green Bay looks very suspect right now because you don't know what you're going to get when Aaron Rodgers without Devontae Adams. The defense, they lost a couple of pieces. They had some cap. They had a lot of cap casualties.
Right.
And the only reason why they got cap money now is because they wasn't able to keep Devontae Adams, who they were going to pay him.
Right.
But he wanted out. And when we discussed the trade of Devontae Adams, and later on, a couple of days later, it was some circulation of Devontae really wanted to be out.
Right.
That says a lot about Aaron. Let's be
Mm-hmm.
frank about that.
Yeah.
It kind of confirms what we've all thought, that he's an asshole.
Right. 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 Right.
A very self-absorbent, all about
Right.
me
Mm-hmm.
asshole.
Right.
So that kind of confirms that. you
I
know,
agree.
so if you ask me straight up, who's going to win that division, I couldn't give you an honest, straight answer right now.
Right. Right.
I would probably lean towards Minnesota because they probably are the only team that have majority of their offense still intact. You still
Mm-hmm.
got Justin Jefferson baller, Adam
Right.
Thielen baller.
Balling. You
So
got Cook.
Dalvin Cook baller. So
They got some pieces
Minnesota,
added to their defense.
yeah. And so
They got Lewis Seen, and they got my man from
yeah, but who's the
Clemson.
anchor?
They
But who's
got
the
Booth.
anchor? But who's
They
the
got
anchor?
Booth.
But who's the anchor?
What's my man name?
Who's the anchor? No, I'm talking about the anchor of the Minnesota Vikings and why they stay 500. Who's the
Kirk
anchor?
Cousins. Kirk
Exactly.
Cousins. Kirk
So
Cousins.
they're
Like
not.
Matt said it. Fuck Kirk Cousins.
But that's what I'm saying. Kirk Cousins is what keeps the Minnesota Vikings closer to each other in that division, not away.
Right. Now, LaCour said sweet Minnesota. I don't know if they're sweet Minnesota.
It's possible.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. It's possible, but I think it's more likely there's split Minnesota, split Green Bay, and sweep Chicago. And then Matt said Green Bay is still a team to beat. I say yes until they get, because they haven't been dethroned yet.
Well, yeah, obviously, but the
But
no-brainer.
I still don't think. But I still don't think they gonna look that strong this year, especially out of the division. But they say Detroit has the fifth easiest schedule based on last year.
And let's be honest, there's a
I agree. I agree with you, LaCour.
Detroit has the fifth easiest schedule based on last year's opponents with percentage. If all these new pieces can mesh and Jared can be more than mediocre, the reason we don't get it. Well, here's the thing: all those games that you were in last year, the majority of them, Jared Goff wasn't terrible.
No, he wasn't terrible. But I mean, I think here's my thing.
Yeah,
I don't think Jared Goff is garbage. I just don't think he's the answer to get you to a Super Bowl.
Not long term. No.
Not long term.
No.
I think he can win some games with some pieces around him. He got some nice offensive pieces around him. He got one of the top offensive lines. If Swift stay healthy, you got a good running back. You got some good supporting cast in the backfield too. So I think he got pieces around him. So this is his year to prove it, really. If he stinks up the place after this, his way out of Detroit is even faster than what it should be.
I'll say this. I agree with you to this standpoint.
Okay.
It is a prove-it year. But the only issue is there's nobody else in the house that's going to be better than him that I got in the house.
That's true. That's the only thing I hated that Detroit didn't do was pick up at least a veteran, and it's gonna lead us into this. Like the Raiders is trying out Kaepernick. I think that's something Detroit should have thought about doing. You have a solid backup behind Goff. That gives Goff some fire under him. And if he gets hurt,
the threat of competition.
David Blau and the other garbage dude, I can't even think his name right now.
Yeah. You feel comfortable about that?
No. Every game, when Goff went out, they lost every single game.
And LaCour, I agree with you with your statement about Jared Goff's assessment. And this is what I'm saying. Detroit was in a lot of those games last year. They were in a lot of them. With Jared Goff as your quarterback, he's not great enough to go win those close games. And he's damn sure bad enough to lose those close games. Right. That's my bigger overall thing. But now that you know that what your team is capable of, you know what you can do with him at quarterback. Like you know your ceiling and you know your floor with Jared Goff as your team with him at quarterback. I say because the fact that there's no other threat for him to take his job, he's definitely given the keys this year, and that's why I feel your point. Like, why didn't they get some type of veteran? Or that's what I'm saying. Had they
But
drafted Malik
technically,
or the third or the fourth round,
mhm,
you can put Malik in second half and say you're only 4 or 5 games back
right.
because your division is at on paper right now. NFC North is to me is mediocre.
Yeah, and I agree. They could have signed Nick Foles. Yeah,
Yeah, they
they
could have
they,
gotten
they
the
did.
goals.
They do. They did. They are working out. This guy out of one of the small schools. I can't think where he's from, but they work. I think it's Wyoming or somewhere. They got a quarterback on the practice squad right now.
Mhm.
I mean, in rookie camp right now. They're gonna keep him. I don't know how good he looks, but if he gotta be looking better than David Blau and I can't think the other quarterback names. That's not sorry. I can't think the other quarterback name. He still he gotta be better than the other two they got because David Blau was garbage. You know what I'm saying? For real.
But no, I think you do. Detroit does have a chance to at least make a wild card with getting this division because I think is everybody's closer together. It's not separated like Green Bay and the 3 other teams no more.
Right. And you look at their schedule. They play Philly first. That I think they play them close, but that might be an L. They play Washington second. I think they can beat Washington, especially with
right now
with
Wentz.
with Wentz there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well,
You know, they got Wentz there, so they have a chance. And if the defense is improved this year,
Wentz does more harm to the Washington team with him in the lineup.
right? That's a possible win. I think after that, they got Seattle at home. They can beat Seattle.
Oh yeah.
They got the Patriots and Foxborough. You know, so I think they play them close, but Patriot defense plus you got Belichick.
So pretty much you talking about a lot of bottom feeders and mid
They
teams.
play all NFC East. So they're gonna play the Giants, New York. New York,
and all
Dallas.
those are 4 possible victories.
Those are 4 possible victories.
That's including Dallas. I don't care how much talent they got.
I was including Dallas.
Okay,
Dallas.
No, I'm saying to our viewers, I'm throwing Dallas in there because I don't care how much talent they got. They don't never put it together.
Right.
So,
and then when they lost Cooper.
Mm-hmm.
You know, did they lose somebody else too?
And that was Dak's favorite target. Let's not front on that.
So you know, Dallas
they lost Wilson. He went to Miami.
Yeah, Wilson. They offensive line not as good as it used to be. That's why you see Elliott's production going down. Part of the reason why we'll say that. Part of the reason why. Who else they play after that? They play the Jets. That's a winnable game. You know, the Jets is improved. Don't get me wrong, but I think that's a winnable game. They play Jacksonville.
Well, you and the Jets are in the same. You in the same.
I'm saying that's why I say it's a winnable game. Yeah. They play Jacksonville. That's a win. I ain't gonna say win. That's a win. You know, they play Green Bay twice, Chicago twice. They split that. Minnesota twice.
All right, so real quick, but before we get to that other topic of being that veteran quarterback, because I touched on it pretty heavily last night, but we'll talk about that in just a second. Let's kind of go through each division and give our way too early predictions on who's going to win a division. All right. So
I'm mad they switched to Chicago and Detroit, and for Thanksgiving gave them Buffalo. I was like, come on, man.
No, come on, bro. That's a money matchup. That's why.
Damn,
think about it.
Still, man, Buffalo. I mean, it's a good. No, I tell you what, it's a good litmus test to see where you are.
Oh, of course.
You know what I'm saying? If you play them tough, you can see where you are. If you're getting blown out, you know you got a long ways to go.
All right, so I'm writing this down way too early.
Yeah, that'd be a good game to go to, LaCour.
Way 10-7 early.
Worst this season, but the ceiling is high.
Winners.
Ooh, he said 10-7. You think we could be? He said I don't know, man. The way Josh is playing in an AFC championship.
Hey, LaCour, I love you, bro, but calm down.
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Calm down, bro. Beating Buffalo. Hey, ain't a lot of teams beating Buffalo. All right, there ain't gonna be a lot of teams beating.
I mean, unless they pull off of Jacksonville. That's all I feel. Saying Buffalo. That's on Thanksgiving too. That's like prime time.
All right, so NFC North way too early
Come on,
prediction.
come on, Matt.
Division winners.
Come on, Matt.
First of all, we know Matt High. I know he. I know he smoked real good weed and he acted because you know
I'm my bad. He's dyslexic. He meant 2 and 15.
All right, so AFC North, you who you rocking with as your way too early division winners to take that division?
AFC North.
NFC North. Yep.
Oh, NFC North.
Yeah, where your squad's at? We just had that full conversation.
Yeah.
So.
I think I'm thinking Minnesota gonna be leading that division. I think they're gonna win that division. I think they go somewhere around. They probably win 11 games. I think Minnesota win 11 games.
Oh.
Because you got to look at it like this. Kirk Cousins.
So you saying 11-6, huh?
He produces into the playoffs until it's time for them till they really need him. Like if we need to win this game for the playoffs, he gonna lose it. Or if we get into the playoffs, he gonna lose it. You know what I'm saying? But during a regular season.
What's up?
What's up,
we glad to see Nick is here. He's ready for his gender reveal party.
Yeah, gender reveal. Yo, daddy.
What up, though, Nick?
Man, how are you?
Good, man. Good. Yeah, so I see Green Bay winning maybe 9 games. I think they take a step back.
Oh man, we're talking football. Awesome.
Yeah, man. Chicago gonna be in the gutter, bro.
Oh yeah, Chicago.
I don't see Chicago winning. They might.
They
might
definitely
win
coming
4 or
last
5
in this
games.
division.
They might win 4 or 5 games. I know a lot of people putting Detroit around 7. I'm putting around 8, 9 games. I think it all depends on. I think here's my thing. If they get on a roll, I think they can beat some teams people not expecting them to beat.
Who's this?
There's a lot of games in there that are toss-up games.
Mm-hmm.
Come on in. Send the quarter link.
I got you. LaCour, what's up, bro? I'm sending you the link right now, man.
Yeah, I can see that, man.
You think Minnesota wins the division?
I think Minnesota wins the division, bro. I can see that. I think they gonna dethrone Green Bay, and Minnesota take a step up. I think the Lions take a step up. I think Chicago gonna be in the basement.
I'm going Minnesota as well.
Yeah, I'm not one of
writing these down already. You writing them down?
Yeah,
we just
it's the way too early division.
Okay, and then we can revisit again, like around Labor Day.
Yeah, we'll definitely revisit and
give me.
But I'm going more.
Is this the first division you're doing?
Yeah, the North NFC. I mean, NFC North.
Okay.
I'm going 9-7 though, because I don't think that division is going to be great. So it's going
9-7 for you talking about Minnesota?
Yeah, and I take Minnesota.
They gonna beat up on each other. You think they gonna beat up on each other?
Well, not just beat up on each other. I just don't think. Well, in a sense, like this division to me is going to be mediocre.
Okay, I agree with that. I think I'll be mediocre.
It's going to be where the NFC East is going to be at, where everybody's pretty much the same team, pretty much. So, I like
some of the pieces Philly got, man.
Oh, so you're right. 9-8. My bad. I keep forgetting 17.
17 games, right? I think the problem with Philly is what Jalen Hurts gonna do.
Yeah, no, we'll get there in a second.
Yeah.
Who you big homie Nick? NFC North, way too early division winner.
You want the order?
Or just you say amount of games you think they'll win each team.
Give me Green Bay with 11.
Okay.
Let me. Who are they playing this year? Do you know what?
I don't know.
You're playing in our division. We play you guys. You play the AFC East. So
yeah, you're right.
I don't know who you play in the NFC.
We play all the NFC East teams, all 4 of them. Then we play Miami,
Minnesota with 9.
Mm-hmm.
Give me the Lions with 7, And give me the Bears with 5.
Okay, that's about roughly what I said. But I think Minnesota win 11 though.
I mean, that's just going off the top of my head without knowing.
Right, who they playing?
Yeah,
Right.
and this is just very very informal. We're not going so depth with the schedules and all that. So you're saying Green Bay off the top of your head with 11 wins, right, Nikki?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, until Aaron Rodgers doesn't win double digits, you got to keep thinking he can do it, right?
Hey, you're right. You're right. Let's go over to the AFC North.
But he will not defeat the Jets.
Detroit man, AFC North. Off the top of your head, obviously, just very informal situation.
You gotta read me off the teams. I forget them.
Pittsburgh Steelers, Baltimore Ravens,
I got it.
Cleveland Browns, Cincinnati Bengals.
I see Cincinnati taking that division over. I'll give them 11, 12 wins. Cleveland. See, the thing is, we don't know what's gonna happen with Deshaun. So they suspend him 6-7 games.
All right, so let's operate as if he's in there.
If he's in there, I think they'll get about 10 wins. I think he's gonna be a little rusty coming in there. He sat out for a year and everything.
So you said Cincinnati with 12.
Cincinnati with about 11, 12 wins. Pittsburgh gonna be the gutter team.
The gutter?
Yeah, Pittsburgh gonna be the gutter team, bro. They might try to do like the Mike Utley thing. Put LaCour. I can't click him for some reason.
I got you. LaCour, what's up, bro?
What up, though?
Good morning, gentlemen. Hello.
No, it's good morning for you because you in California. You 3 hours back, bro.
Actually, it's afternoon. It's afternoon still. I'm just waking up not too long ago.
Me too.
What's going on, fellas?
What's happening? What's going on, man?
Listen, I'm not a Rams fan, but I got my Stafford Super Bowl jersey on.
Oh my gosh.
I got my Stafford Super Bowl jersey on.
Before we get too deep in the conversation, just to give y'all a little background on Chris LaCour, me, him, and Melvin Wall sat on a show before the championship game, and he said to end the show, Patrick Mahomes is going to throw an interception as y'all win the coin flip going into overtime, and y'all going to lose the game. And sure enough, this no, and there's video footage that can back it up. But I'm telling you, with my own mouth, it happened. I was deeply hurt, and not hurt
that ever came out of your mouth. Of course, it wasn't your words.
Not hurt. Not hurt that Kansas City lost. I was hurt that LaCour didn't make a bet on that and could have gotten some money, man.
If I'd have took that to Vegas, it probably wouldn't have happened. That's how my luck worked.
I can relate.
Hey, the house always wins, dog. You know how that goes.
Always,
man. That was a crazy prediction, but it hit when I was sitting there watching the game, and I'm like, oh shit, it's happening.
Just to go back to the NFC North, who you think way too early division winners? Who you think is going to take that division and give them a record win-loss total?
It's still Green Bay's division to lose for me because
Mm-hmm.
you can't count out Aaron Rodgers. I mean,
Right.
he makes mediocre people look great. So, but I don't think it's no 13-4 season like last year. I think they go 11-6.
Fair.
11-6 with the division win.
Yeah, that's where I got them too.
I feel like Minnesota and Detroit can have the same record at 10-7.
Oh wow!
But it is going to come down to who wins, or how does the tiebreaker work? Is it head-to-head first, and then?
I think they go head-to-head first, then division, then conference, and then they go
Common
common opponents. Yeah.
So 10-7 for both Minnesota and Detroit. but second and third based off of who wins between those two matchups. And then I think Chicago will be last, but I don't think they'll be as bad. Yeah, I think they'll be like the 8 and 9.
That's fair.
Okay.
That's fair.
I think they still got some things to work out over there in Chicago. They got rid of Matt Nagy, right?
Yeah. So they worked that problem out.
Did they hire a new coach yet?
Yeah.
Have they said who they get?
Don't they got
homeboy that
got my
came
man
from
on the Sean McVay, right?
No, Eberflus that came from
that's right, Everflow.
Came from Indianapolis, defensive coordinator.
Yeah, that's right. It got Everflow.
Okay. So they
Everflow.
Yeah, dude, I was just thinking that in my head.
Every time I hear his name, I think about the song.
They're not going to be as bad as people think they're. I think they'll go 8 and 9. Just kind of like same thing the Lions were last year. Some games that they just couldn't close out. So
okay,
I think that division will look better than it has in previous years, though.
Yeah, I like Pearl Jam. What was it AFC North we did after that?
Yeah, we on AFC North. Go ahead, do your AFC North way too early division winner, LaCour.
If the league leaves Deshaun Watson alone, that's Cleveland's division to lose.
Okay.
Pittsburgh is at the bottom. They're done. They're in rebuild at this point. So they'll be last, and then Cincinnati and Baltimore fighting for a wild card.
So you going Cleveland, huh? Give me a win. No. But I'm saying for hypothetical, let's act like he's fine. They're letting him play. Give me a win-loss record.
12-5.
That's a nasty roster, man.
Yeah, are we doing predictions with Watson and without Watson?
No, we're just doing with. I mean, we got it. I got a good feeling that they're probably gonna be without him for some time of the first half.
I don't think it's gonna be more than 6 games if they are without him.
Nah, man, I'm thinking at least 8. Because if Kareem Hunt gets 8 for what he did, and I know their allegations and whatever it is, but 22 of them,
I don't care, man. Innocent to proven guilty. He ain't been proven guilty. He should play.
Oh, Troy,
and 2 grand juries dropped the charges. So these are civil suits now. These are not even criminal charges.
Oh, trust
those charges could have been dropped by a lawyer saying, "Hey, you dropped the charges. We'll make it a nice settlement out of court." Like, okay.
He didn't want to settle though. He wanted to fight it.
Yeah. Well, he ain't even showing signs of selling. So,
well, that's why there's no criminal action.
I think the Browns go 12-5 with Watson.
Right.
Maybe 13-4. They might slip in a 13-4.
Okay.
If that team can mesh quickly.
AFC North.
Oh, Nick.
Oh, I didn't hear who he threw it to. Give me the Bengals. Give me the Bengals with 12.
Okay.
Give me the Browns with 12.
Oh
wow.
Who wins that series between the two?
Going out bold.
That's a split.
I don't know yet. Hold on. Give me the Ravens with 9.
Okay.
And give me Pittsburgh with 7.
It's generous. I give them 5.
That defense is too good, man. They're gonna win some games 13-10. That defense is tight.
Thank you, Matt. Guilty to proven innocent.
Division winner right now. Give me Browns.
12-5.
Okay.
Yeah. Not too big on the Bengals after the Super Bowl. Sometimes you lose a Super Bowl wheels come off on a lot of these teams.
Get a hangover, Super Bowl hangover.
I think like the last 12 quarterbacks to lose the Super Bowl never made it back. It might even be more than that. Never made it back.
I'm worried about Cincinnati because
aside from Brady,
to me, I felt it was like lightning in the bottle. They like perfect storm last year. Can you do it again? Can you repeat it? This division, they're gonna beat up on each other. I think that the pretty choice is Cleveland, but I'm gonna actually go with Baltimore.
I don't know, man.
See, Baltimore lost a lot of. Well, they lost their main piece in Hollywood.
No, they lost their main wide receiver. But let's be honest, they don't use the wide receiver like other 31 teams in the league anyway. So their number one offensive threat is called Mark Andrews, and as long as I know, he's still there. So, and at that point, anybody else is interchangeable. It's Mark Andrews, Lamar Jackson,
30 plus times a game.
See, but that's and they can still do that.
Yeah,
we got to remember that all those people that got hurt last year are coming back.
Gus Edwards, Dobbins.
Marcus Peters on defense. Who else?
Those 85 running backs.
Yeah, every last one of them.
Right.
I just got an alert yesterday. Tavon Williams signed somewhere. He was with them. He was one of the guys that they after like 4 or 5 guys got hurt. Tavon Williams, I think, came in and got some burn with them.
Gus Edwards.
Yeah.
But they are going to beat up on each other.
My J.K. Dobbins story.
So I'm going to go Baltimore Ravens.
I drafted J.K. Dobbins in the 3rd round last year in a fantasy football draft, my big league. 21 minutes after I drafted him, alerts come in that he tore his ACL. So probably as I put the sticker up on the board, snap. That's my luck in fantasy football, man. I had Mostert, I had Dobbins, Julio. Anyone I picked did not play last year. It was literally, it's more impressive to pick injury players than it is.
So when I do, matter of fact, we probably going to do a fantasy league for I.O.W. Sports this year. Since we didn't do one last year. And don't forget, for those who are listening, we are continuing the I.O.W. Sports Pick'em. Of course, I was season 1 winner. Melvin Wall was season 2 winner, got the championship belt. We will be doing that again this year. So the belt's going to be on the line.
Page, like on ESPN, where everybody can go in and put their picks in.
Yeah. We're going to set that up, and then we'll do a fantasy one too. So,
right.
A real competitive one, so there will be a buy-in for both the pick'em and the fantasy league. So we taking it serious.
I'm in there.
We doing this today. We doing it this year, fellas. We gonna be serious about it. So
all right.
Hey, what Larry Bird say? Y'all playing for second?
I was gonna say we all just look like the Muppets. We're all like bopping.
No, because everybody's excited about the pick'em in the
fucking
fantasy
Brady
league.
bunch over here.
I love fantasy football, man. Fantasy football is amazing.
But remind me of who you picked, Nick. So any other fantasy leagues that I'm in out of I.O.W., I ain't picking them. So
Matt said you can
do that.
Matt said you can cash out on the money right now. It's a wrap. I didn't read the last comment. I just ignored it.
You know who never lost the Super Bowl? Eli Manning.
Joe Montana. Anyone?
Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford never lost the Super Bowl.
And he never will. He's going 5-0.
Let's transition to the NFC South. Big homie LaCour, you're way too early division winner and give me a win-loss record of the NFC South.
You said NFC South. NFC South, man. I got New Orleans.
Really?
Wow.
I got New Orleans. I like the promise of that 5-2 start that Jameis had before he got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
On top of the fact you add Jarvis Landry, they had a decent draft, Chris Olave. You know what I'm saying? So they got some pieces. That defense is still the same defense too.
Oh yeah.
And then you also got Alvin Kamara. Like you can't count. We haven't heard anything about his arrest. So as far as I'm concerned, he's still playing.
Yeah.
So I got, and then they've beaten Tampa every time since Thomas got there. So 4-0 against Tampa Bay. So I got New Orleans at 12-5. Another 12-5. Tampa Bay will be second, though. Tampa Bay will be second. I give them 11-6.
That's fair.
These numbers sound so stupid with 17 games. 43 years, 42 years on Earth, and it's always been even. Like you do it 6-10, 5-11, 4-12. Like you do it like speed through. Now, like we're all pausing, like 11 and
quick math.
Yeah,
I gotta add one.
Gotta add one more.
I'm not the only one that does that.
Oh no, I fucked up the last one. I was like 9-7.
That's why I just say the wins and keep it moving.
Yeah, just right. That's what I did earlier. Just
write the wins down.
Because I don't want anyone in the chat, especially Matt, to be like, "Yo, that's 17 games."
I think Carolina would be last in that division, though.
Over Atlanta?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think Atlanta might. I mean, not by a lot though. Like one or two games.
Nah, I'm saying a couple. I mean, you got to look at it this way. Atlanta gets Mariota, who's familiar with the coach in Smith. Like they got ties, so he knows how to use Mariota. So
yeah, but he only got one person to throw to.
I mean,
right.
Well, no, who else? They drafted somebody. They got Kyle Pitts.
And they drafted Drake London.
Yeah,
wide receiver. Drake London's a big dude.
And then
the USC cat.
Yeah, USC guy.
USC.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like him.
So he got two people to throw to.
Hey, sometimes that's all you need.
See, Lamar. I saw Lamar throw to his one person. So
if Lamar could, he would throw it to himself and go get it.
He probably would.
So technically, that'd be two people. See, all you need.
Lamar is tired of
it. Go ahead, Detroit, man. NFC South.
I don't know, man. That was a big New Orleans fan, man.
At least just give me a division winner and a win total.
I'm gonna say Tampa gonna win the division, 12 games. Then New Orleans with 10 games. Atlanta and Carolina's a flip flop.
Interchangeable.
Right. I just think that since Carolina probably have a better defense, they may win more games. So I'm giving them about 7 games and Atlanta 6. I just don't have confidence in Atlanta. I mean, they had Matt Ryan, they didn't even look that good. Now you got Mariota. So I just don't have no confidence in them.
It is a decline. It ain't that big of a decline.
You said Mariota like they got something.
But I'm saying this when this familiarity between
that's like you telling me I got your way to work and you come home with a bicycle. Don't say that ain't nothing.
But do you get to work though?
Yeah, you get to work.
It's just gonna take.
You gotta leave 2 hours early.
It's gonna be tough when you got those West Coast trips.
Right. For real.
Looking like Forrest Gump out there on a bike.
Right.
I'm gonna go ahead and go Tampa Bay, but I'm gonna go 11 wins because their defense always kind of starts slow and then they come back like second
when
half.
the other team gets injured.
Well, that too, but either way. So I'm gonna go 11, and then New Orleans. I know that they got Tampa's number, but Tampa was happy once Tom decided he didn't want to be at home with the missus.
Right.
Yeah,
no, it was the kids.
Like Dumby, right?
It was the kids.
It was the kids.
So then I'm actually, I think I'm with Mel. I get what you're saying about Atlanta, but I think between Carolina is interchangeable. So give Carolina 8 wins, give Atlanta 7.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nicholas.
Still an RPO league, man.
I'm gonna start at the bottom. Give me Atlanta with 2.
Now I'm here.
Dang, bro. Go 2-15.
Wow.
Dang.
Oh my goodness. First round pick, huh?
Yeah, they'll be fighting for it. Give me Carolina with 6.
Okay.
Give me Saints with 11, Tampa with 12.
That's about what I said, except for the Atlanta one.
Why is Atlanta with 2 crazy? Their quarterback hasn't been a starter in years. They don't have a running back. They lost their main receiver. It's an offensive league, and that offense is offensive to look at right now.
Oh, Calvin is suspended.
Huh? Yeah, I forgot Calvin Ridley.
Calvin is suspended for the whole season.
Yeah.
That might be motivation.
Bro, they still won without his ass playing half the season last year.
They won what?
They had Matt Ryan.
They had Matt Ryan, though.
Oh, my guys. Y'all not going to act like Marcus Mariota is
fucking write it down. 2 fucking wins. Just fucking write it down. Don't argue with me.
Way below.
It's way too early to argue.
Matt Ryan. Come on now. Don't disrespect Mariota like that.
I debated one, but I was like, nah, Carolina.
Don't disrespect me showing me Mariota.
I think Mariota throws an interception before he throws a touchdown this season.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm glad we got that recorded because that we're going to come back to that.
Oh, he might throw a few.
Wow. I got to put this up for Nick.
Throw the franchise to the That's right, Jamel. AFC South. Big homie.
I'm going to wait on the comeback, Jamel. I'm going to get you.
Yeah, you got to think of something first. Go ahead. Big homie Nick. AFC South, man.
The South.
Yeah, AFC South.
Give me the Colts with 11. Give me Tennessee with 9.
You said Colts with what? 12?
11.
11? Okay.
Yeah, 11 for the Colts, 10 for the Titans. Give me 7 for Jacksonville.
Jeez. That's
and
a lot
give
of love
me
for Jacksonville.
3 for Houston.
Houston makes sense, but
give me 4 for Houston. Give me 4 for Houston.
Okay. That's a lot of love for Jacksonville. Okay. I'm gonna go
3 games. They won 4 last year, right?
No, they went 3-14.
Yeah.
3-14? Yeah, he can prove by 4 games.
But they had a decent draft as well.
Peterson's a really good coach.
Okay.
We'll see about that and what he can do with this team.
When was Carson Wentz at his best?
He's a coach, not a magician.
When did Nick Foles play really well? Peterson's done very well with quarterbacks, man.
That's cool. But you talking about Jacksonville Jaguars? All right.
I mean, he had Carson Wentz looking like an MVP, and that's Carson Wentz.
Yeah. Jacksonville was 7. Good Lord.
Which is true. I get.
You said I got 5 at most. Okay.
I'm gonna go Indianapolis Colts 12 wins.
Mm-hmm.
Tennessee, I give them 10. Houston and Jacksonville are going to be tied at the bottom with 4. LaCour, AFC South, brother.
I have Indianapolis going first in that division, 13-4.
Ooh.
I think they end up having a chance at the first round bye. I'm not a big believer in Matt Ryan, but there's no way you can get gifted a Lamborghini and you don't break speed traps. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that Colts team is crazy stacked.
Crazy good.
Both sides of the ball. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, Matt Ryan is not a terrible quarterback, and he could do it. You know what I'm saying? So I give him 13-4.
Let's just remind people, this Colts team still was pretty built the same way 3 years ago with Phillip Rivers, and they got 11 wins.
And that's Phillip Rivers, who throws like a girl. So,
and Carson Wentz came in and Gabe only got 9. So you're talking about floors 9, and everything else possible is the ceiling, in my opinion, with the Colts.
I got Tennessee in there at second with 10 wins. Jacksonville third, 6 or 7, and Houston joining the 0-16 club.
Ooh,
or 0-17.
Damn, nothing.
Dang.
I don't see Houston getting any. Who's their quarterback?
Davis
Mills.
0-17. 1-16 at best, but 0-17, and it might be 0-16-1. Just in those that
tie
area
against the Colts too, right?
Wow.
So yeah,
Detroit Mail, AFC South, bro.
I got to go with Colts winning the division. I see him getting 12-5. Tennessee, 10 wins. I'm gonna be different. I'm gonna go with Houston getting 5, and Jacksonville getting the same record they had last year.
4.
Right.
Bro, man,
I think Houston gonna surprise a few teams. I just think they're gonna surprise a few teams. People go in there thinking they're gonna run through them, and they're gonna surprise a few teams.
Okay. Well, I think we all came to the consensus. Any taking that division. They just a better team.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I think the reason why Tennessee doesn't take that division is solely because of Tannehill. That's it.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
That's it. Tannehill. If you had a capable quarterback back there behind Derrick Henry, they'll be division champs every time.
Well, not just because of Tannehill. You trade AJ Brown, you lose. You don't re-sign Julio.
Right.
You know
but what did Julio do last year?
Well, no, he had a 200-yard game. He didn't score a lot, but
he didn't score until the last week of the season after fantasy was over, and then in freaking week 18, he's like, "Oh, look, Nick Shine, I can score touchdowns." Fuck Julio.
He almost clipped 1K. He almost did. He went too far off. But who's your receiving threats? I know they drafted guy from Arkansas.
The fucking cornerbacks on the other team.
Yeah, Burks. Yeah, Treylon Burks.
But I mean, it's
dude almost passed out and fainted from heat stroke at his first OTA.
Yeah.
Like,
so
were you not working out? Like Tennessee was not 2 degrees.
Yeah, but I mean, Arkansas just as hot. How you guys off of heat stroke?
First practice, this dude could not finish the drills. That's been like the roast on Twitter, is that you're as out of shape as Treylon Burks is.
Oh wow.
Hydration, young man. Hydration.
So come on. So we're going to sit here and rely on King Henry again. Don't get me. It's a good option to rely on. But
after a while, that gets old.
My man blew a flat tire last year because
of
overload. Because he was the heart and soul of that team, and all that weight blew a tire last year. So, are you going to put him in that same predicament again this year?
They're trying to do him like they did Earl Campbell.
I honestly,
he can't even walk to this day.
I think Malik Willis gets to start mid-season.
Think so?
Mid-season?
I think Tannehill is going to have not a short leash, but a leash. And because they understand that Derrick Henry, he can get hurt.
Mm-hmm.
He's not as invincible as we thought he was.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Like, okay, Tannehill, now you have to do quarterback things. Now you have to be a quarterback. You know what I'm saying? And if he doesn't, I think if they are floating around 500 through the first 8, they'll pull him. 500 or less, they'll pull him.
That's fair. A fair statement. I don't have no beef qualms with that. Big homie Nick Shine, your favorite division, NFC East. Cowboys love it.
Minor league football. Give me.
I say what you hate to say, don't you?
Philly at 12.
Okay, all right. Man.
Give me Dallas at 12.
Who's your winner? Division winner?
Philly.
Okay.
Give me Redskins 8.
Who? The who?
You can't say that. You can't say that.
You trying to get us banned again?
Give me the Redskins with 8. And give me Giants at 7 because they have a very normally I would say like 4 or 5, but they have a very, very easy schedule. This whole division has easy schedules. That's why their wins are going to be inflated.
Because they play each other.
They're not going to be as good as other teams with the same record, but yeah, because they play each other.
LaCoy, NFC East, big homie.
I can see that.
I got Philly at 1.
What up, Kofi?
With I give them 11. I was about to say the Mavericks because I'm watching the Dallas Mavericks on TV. The Cowboys.
How far is your time delay?
Like a week?
No.
Earlier he's saying good morning. Now he's watching the Maverick game. I'm like, it's on already? I'm like, what the fuck?
Nah, because I'm watching
really high low right now.
I'm watching Around the Horn, and they were talking about the games 5 tonight. I got Dallas second. At 9 and 8.
Okay.
You predicting Dak missing some time?
No, I'm predicting just Dallas doing Dallas shit and putting away a lot of games.
Okay.
I'm taking New York at 3 with 8 and 9. So Dallas at 9 and 8 and New York at 8 and 9.
All right.
And I think the Commanders win no more than 5 games.
Come on, Matt. Come on. Stop it.
Detroit
stop
now.
it. Matt is distracting me right now.
No, Matt's hot too.
He gotta be 17-0.
That's for the Commanders.
Right. I got Philly winning the division. 11 wins. 11 and 6. I got Dallas second. I don't know, man. They so shaky. I give them 9 and 8. Then the Giants with 6 or 7 wins. It's a toss up. And then Carson Wentz is Carson Wentz. He don't do Carson Wentz shit. So my other predicament is that game 3 we bring back Mighty Key and Carson Wentz tear ACL. No, Mighty Key. Mighty Key.
That's how I remember his name. I was like, "Hi, Nikki," to my son. And then he turned to me and goes, "Oh, hi, Nikki."
And then Carson Wentz torn ACL by the 3rd game.
Damn.
Hey, man. Truth is what it is.
God.
I mean, that's no.
I let him know his opinion. He's like, the truth is what it is. Like, no,
you know what?
Hey, but the motherfucker do stay hurt, bro. But he
stay
hurt, though.
And that doesn't sound too far-fetched because Washington got the worst field in the league.
Right.
All right.
That nigga gonna be a quadriplegic by the end of the season.
Oh shit, that's right. Give me
oh man.
Crazy prediction. Give me Washington winning the division because I forgot that they got once.
Oh shoot, this nigga is high.
I'm not writing that shit down. I'm not writing that down.
He's gonna go back to playing fantastic. He's gonna have like an MVP type of year.
Definitely not.
I'm just saying, Jameer. That's how I get down.
No, hold on. No, Nick, do you want me to write this down or not?
Yeah.
Absolutely. How many wins?
I think he's gonna have a really good year.
How many wins?
He's got better weapons there to throw to. I think he's gonna have a good year.
Only way he's gonna have a good year.
Better weapons than what? Indianapolis?
Right.
Yeah. I mean, to pass to. He's got McLaurin. He's got Logan
How many
Thomas.
wins, Nick? No, I got to hear the win total.
What did I have Philly at 11?
You had 12-5.
Wait, for Philly, I had 12-5?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, move Philly and Cowboys down to 11. Give me Redskins with 12.
Man, come on, man. Only way Carson Wentz win a division is playing Madden 2022. That's it. Only way he win it.
Hey, man, we're going back in time. If Kaepernick's coming back, why can't 2016 Carson fucking Wentz, baby?
You are high as a bitch right now.
They got to draft Nick Foles then.
No, he just signed, bro. He just signed with Nick Foles just signed with Indy. Yeah.
Oh, then Wentz in trouble.
No. Matt Ryan in trouble.
I don't know, man. If you couldn't get on the field the last 2 years with that Bears quarterback situation,
Matt Ryan in trouble, bro. No, it's because. All right. NFCs. I hate to say it. I'm going Dallas with 11 wins, just because they are the more talented team.
Oh, I like what Philly did, man, in a draft.
I do too, but look, Dallas got the better roster on paper. It's just that they always going to end up winning division and losing in the first round like they did last year. So it won't be no surprise. But just because it's the NFC least, they'll get them. But it won't be by much because I think Philly. What I say, Dallas with 10 wins.
11. You said 11.
11, yeah. So
you're like 16. You're all over there. All right,
this team is so great.
Dallas with 11 wins.
Yeah, you don't.
Philly with 10. Giants, I'm gonna give 7. Washington, give you 5.
Can we make a side prediction on this division?
Go ahead.
What's that?
Does Diggs give up another 1,000-yard season?
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Oh,
man, listen.
That's how Dallas get down. That's how Dallas get down.
That's putting up like Bill Cosby numbers, man. That's really tough to do.
hey, he's gonna give up 1,000, but his interceptions come down from 11 to 8.
2.
Only 2?
Hey, he said 2.
7 or 8 of those were just ball bouncing to him. Fuck that. He'll have 2.
But that happens not.
Matt, stop
smoking. Come on, Matt. Stop, bro. Stop.
Weed. Matt, stay off
if
the
Diggs
weed.
got all-pro cornerback for being like the worst corner cover in the league,
the way he
win MVP.
Come on, man.
Listen,
I'm gonna have to check y'all for meth. This ain't weed no more.
That's why I'm looking so thin, baby.
Where the needle's at?
Compared to who? Compared to who, Nick? Compared to Shaq?
Fuck you.
I can't. All right, let's move on to the AFC East. Big homie Nick, since you are the residential Jets fan, kick off your division right there, AFC East.
Jets 17-0.
Right. I mean, I didn't have to say it. I just love the respect that you have for the team, bro.
I respectfully to leave this dang on show after that bullshit.
Keep quiet, man.
I got needles in the fridge.
Oh shit!
Give me Bills 13.
Okay.
Give me the Dolphins 11.
You believe in Tua that much?
No, but Mostert and Edmonds are really good running backs. So
that's true.
Give me the Jets at 9.
Fair. I like that.
And give me the Pats at 6.
Whoa.
He needs some
No more Josh McDaniels calling plays, making the offense, and designing it to protect your quarterback. You're either going to have a special teams coach, a defensive coach, or a defensive coach coaching offense. So, yeah, I think they're going to really miss McDaniels.
Okay.
And fuck that entire region.
Oh, wow. Boston.
The whole New England region, man.
All New England.
All New England.
Hey, they make some good clam chowder, okay?
Right. Rhode Island.
From the ocean. I'm good. Fuck them. And then Mahomes, too.
Thank you, Matt.
I'm gonna go Buffalo Bills as well.
Mm.
No, Boston ain't big enough. You got to do the whole region.
Let's go 14. I'm gonna give them 14 wins.
Jets
14-3.
Yeah, Buffalo, man. And a couple of weeks back, me and Nick did the quarterback index at AFC, and I surprised y'all. I took Josh Allen over Patrick Mahomes.
Well, because of the year he had last year, I would take Josh Allen too.
Well, no, it's just when you look at Josh Allen, he is a defensive end player cornerback, and he's mobile enough to leap and hurdle defenders. We've seen it. He's sheds blocks, sheds tackles, like stiff arming defenders, keeping them away and still throwing the football. What angle can he not throw at? And when he throws it, it's going.
Oh yeah, most definitely
going. So like you can be 50, 60 yards down the field. Oh, it's getting there. I mean, the progression from year one, completion percentage gets better. Decision making gets better. I mean, he's literally a disadvantage in a bad matchup for all defenses. When you see this man on the field, you got to account for him on every damn play, and you better bring that house to take his big ass down.
Right.
If you don't get to Josh Allen and he has time to sit there in the pocket and go through his progressions, it's a wrap. He did everything to win that game against.
Man, how you come on the show like that, man? What's up? What's up with that, man? You know what I'm saying? We can't get like a what up first. You know what I'm saying?
That is the YouTube chat equivalent of kicking the door waving the 4-4.
That's hilarious. No, I'm going Buffalo just because of Josh Allen, and you see that their GM is getting smarter. They're figuring out if we got to compete and win the tough AFC, we got to get defense, not just offense. So they're becoming more of a more balanced team in the NFL that there ever will be. And so Buffalo definitely wins that division. I'm going to go New York Jets. Give me 8 wins. Miami gets 7.
Wow. All right.
New England gets 7.
Okay.
Detroit Mail, AFC East.
I like to open up with fuck Nick and the Jets.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear that. Can you get the paint chips out your mouth, bitch?
As you take the dick out your mouth. Okay, now. Of course, I gotta go Buffalo. I'm giving 13 wins. I don't know. That's a toss-up to the rest of the other 3, man. I mean, it just did improve a lot. Miami got moisture, but moisture is like the Carson Wentz of running backs.
He gets hurt a lot.
So that don't mean that. And then I don't know about Tua throwing it to Tariq. You know what I'm saying?
He can't get it there.
Yeah, he's gonna be able to get it there. So I mean, that's like having a Lamborghini out there. You don't have the keys to it.
That's my favorite GIF I'm waiting for this year. Like, I can't wait for the GIF where Tyreek Hill's like wide open and like the ball falls short.
Right.
Anytime someone wants to say to as a good QB, you post that GIF. Just like on a loop, the ball falling short.
Hey, you want to know what's funny? Is like I've seen a lot of quotes this whole offseason of Tyreek trying to explain that, oh my gosh, Tua is such a great quarterback. Like,
right.
He has enough arm talent. He has enough. I'm like,
don't need keys for a Lambo.
My thing is,
what do they expect? Like the entire team to start like a Kurt Angle "You suck" chant?
I'm just saying, it's like if you're doing all this damage control for his image in the offseason, then you're telling me that you don't trust this dude, and you're already trying to defend him when there's nothing to fight yet.
Right.
I don't know. Maybe I'm reading into it too much.
I don't know, man. It's hard for me to pick because of that. I like their defense, of course. They do have weapons. You still got Tua.
Tua's not it.
But I think because of the youth of the Jets, I'm not ready to put them in second place either. So I'm gonna go with Miami with say 8 wins, maybe the Jets about 7 or 8, and then New England, I think 7-5 is gonna be their record.
The core AFC East.
Bills 12-5. Miami's in last place. I'm just going to go ahead and put that out there.
Oh,
Miami's
really?
in last place. Tua don't get it done. There's going to be a lot of missed touchdowns because Tyreek Hill got to come back to the ball. It's going to be a disaster over there. I see Miami getting no more than 5 out of there.
You really don't like Tua?
I don't trust them, man. I don't trust them.
I like that I'm not the one shitting on Miami. That's like weird. That's very rare. Usually I'm dunking.
I got New York and
Maybe
New
I am
England.
high.
I got New York and New England with the same record. I just don't know who wins that series.
Think it split?
Fuck it. I think they'll split. I think they'll both go 10-7.
Yeah.
But
7-10.
I'm gonna go ahead and give it to the Jets on whatever tiebreaker they need if they split.
Might be our only win this year, so I'm gonna celebrate this.
Look. The Jets are going to get a lot of love because I think a lot of people feel that they had not just a good draft, but like a franchise-changing draft because you add a lot of good young talent to an already young, talented team who was trying to figure to put things together last year.
Right.
And they weren't getting their asses stomped out in the game. So, when you got the culture that they're building, I mean, I think they're going to get a lot of preseason love for sure. It's just up to them to follow through with it for sure.
I think outside of Buffalo, man, the rest of that division's a toss up. You can make an argument for the other 3 teams. I think outside of Buffalo, be at second.
So you pretty much saying there's a race for second?
Yeah, I believe. I mean, you can argue. You can argue the Jets, you can argue Miami, and to a degree, you can argue New England, but you only argue New England based on Belichick.
Oh yeah,
but you can't count that man out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I'm saying that's the way. There's only really solid ground you got to stand on. I mean, Matt Jones still haven't proved that he's a winning quarterback. I'm not as hard on him as most people are. They got a decent defense. But they got some other pieces that they need. With Josh McDaniels missing, gone and stuff like that. They got to work all those things out. So that's a toss up. Then you go to Miami, great defense, weapons. But what about Tua? He's the deciding factor. Then the Jets got pieces, but are they gonna be able to fit together this year and work cohesively to win games? Then does Wilson step up? Take the next step up in the sophomore year. So they got those questions too. It all those come together, Jets second. If Tua just be able to be a game management, then Miami second. Belichick become the quote unquote genius that he is, then New England second. So I'm saying, so you can argue either way. So I think this division is a toss up with the other 3 teams.
Man, that's a pretty way to say race for second, man. I love it.
I don't mean as a diss. I'm just saying,
No. I'm just saying. I'm like,
fuck Nick, but I'm just saying, I mean as a diss.
Everybody in that division knows that it's Buffalo's to lose. Like Buffalo would have to do a lot of shit wrong for them to lose that division. So I mean,
if Josh Allen goes down, Matt, that's it for them.
it essentially is the Larry Bird 3-point contest conversation. You know, y'all shooting for second.
Right.
Yeah. Go ahead, kick us off, LaCour. NFC West.
Oh man, LA 13-4.
Wow.
The rest of that division is honestly looking like horse shit, to be honest with you.
No faith in Arizona?
Man, they don't have D-Hop for the first 6 games. Kyler Murray's acting like a child. They lost.
It's not an act. Have you seen him? It's not an act.
Same size, same height at least.
Yeah, it's not an act at all.
They lost.
He is who we thought he was.
Hey, that man acting real Gary Coleman-ish right now.
They so
that's why I always love Webster.
No D-Hop for the first 6 games.
That's Emmanuel Stewart.
They lost Christian Kirk, so you only got AJ Green as your number 1 for
they got Hollywood Brown too. They traded for Hollywood Brown.
Oh yeah.
But Kyler Murray is not Lamar Jackson. I don't think that chemistry is going to fit.
No. Come on, LaCour. All he got to do is tell Hollywood 9, run the 9 round. I'll get it down there. Run the 9 round.
I don't know, man. I see San Francisco taking second. I think because I think they really are trying to get Jimmy G out of there. I think Trey Lance is the future at quarterback for them. And they already have, you know, all the other pieces in place. They just got to keep Debo happy for 1 year. Like, figure it out, keep him happy for 1 year, and then, you know, you figure that out in the offseason coming up. Seattle is in last place.
Oh yeah, I think we can all agree on that one.
That goes without doubt.
Seattle is in last place, and it's not even close that Seattle's in last place. So I think San Francisco gets 9 and 8. I give Arizona 8 and 9, and then I see Seattle trying to scrape whatever they can. Probably. I mean, if they keep Drew Lock or Geno Smith at quarterback, they don't get no more than 3.
You fucking disrespect Geno.
I don't know.
On the show, sir.
Detroit Mail, NFC West, bro.
I got LA 13 wins. I see San Francisco taking second. 10-7. Well, Arizona, I think gonna start off hot like they normally do, and then just fizzle out. Kyler Murray body can't take a whole season. They probably win 7 in a row, and then just fizzle out after that. Just lose all 10.
Damn.
Yeah, if that's not an implosion, I don't know what it is, bro.
And do I have to speak on Seattle?
No.
Do I have to,
no, we all agree that's last place. That is
right.
Last place.
Seattle is garbage. They ain't even worth watching.
That is last place.
Every time they schedule to play, they should be flexed out.
Flexed out. Get them out of the national spotlight.
Right.
America's game of what? Nope. We were going to have that game. We're going to go to this game.
Right.
This is Rams division to lose. Not only as defending champs, but they're just a better team. They reloaded. You get Bobby Wagner.
Right.
My goodness.
I think that's like the perfect replacement for Von Miller.
He gets older, but his production gets better. Go look at his numbers. I'm telling you, go look at Bobby Wagner's numbers. His tackles and his rates go up year by year, and he's getting older. Usually, it's the other way around. The older you get, your production comes down. That's not the case with Bobby Wagner. and he signed a 2-year deal. Got a nice little chunk of change.
Mm-hmm.
2 or 3.
It was either 2 or 3, but it was almost probably like 10 to 15 million a year, something in that range. But I'm gonna go 12 wins. I'm gonna go with San Francisco 10 wins, Arizona 8 wins, and Seattle will squeak out 7. Big homie Nick.
5-year, 50 million.
What, that Bobby Wagner deal?
Yep.
Yeah, but I bet you there's an opt out after the 3rd or 2nd year.
Super Bowl prediction. Giants over it. Why does Matt keep doing it?
I don't know. It's like you said.
Hold on. Super Bowl predictions: Giants and Jacksonville on Madden.
Right. Really? That's the only way I can see that happening.
There's no way that happens.
No, unless they go into the game with tickets. The only way to get to the Super Bowl.
Big homie Nick, NFC West.
I don't see big win numbers here because they play the AFC West. They got to run that gauntlet with the Chiefs, Raiders, Chargers, and Broncos. So I don't see the win total being as high, but I see this being 2 of the elite teams in the NFC. So give me San Francisco at 12. Give me the Rams at 12.
Division winner?
49ers.
Okay.
I think Trey Lance would – listen, we all know that San Francisco goes as their run game and their defense go. They just need the quarterback to be a little more consistent. I think Lance gives you that passing the ball, and he's much more athletic than Garoppolo. So he brings a new element to that offense, which has been run heavy. Now you can include the quarterback with that. So I just think if they're healthy, they are an elite team in the league. And Lance isn't going to put up huge Patrick Mahomes numbers, but the team will win like they did the first year Mahomes as a full-time QB. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He's not going to put those – that's not their offense. He's not going to put those numbers up, but the wins will be there.
Okay.
Giancarlo Stanton on the IL.
Of course.
Hey, man, just a little 10-day stint. It ain't nothing crazy.
Almost 2 months, man. You got to enjoy the guy while he's there. Much like marriage. You don't know how long you're going to have it for.
But enjoy it while you can.
Enjoy it while you can.
Allegedly. So give me number 12. Give me Arizona 7.
I can see that.
And give me the human anchor, Jamal Adams, and a Seattle Seahawks brethren. 1 win.
Damn.
Jesus. Seattle's like Seattle's like
the tank is on.
Like Mac 10 said in the Diss of Cypress. Mac 10 said the Diss of Cypress Hill, like sitting dog so whack he ain't worth mentioning. That's how Seattle is. Just like that.
I feel like Pete Carroll should have retired after they let Russell Wilson go, just so he's not associated with what's about to happen
to the show. Right. To the show. That was our plan.
he should have retired, and then so that way he doesn't have to deal with the bullshit that Seattle's about to give its fans this year.
Bruce Arians did what our plan was for Pete.
Right.
That was the plan we had for Pete. Months ago, we said it, right? As soon as they started losing those games in October, we were saying Pete moves into the front office where they don't fire him, but he's still like the face of the organization. You trade Russ.
You got to get out of. You got to get out of that coach position.
Yeah, the line of fire.
Why stay? Why stay for a rebuild? You're like, what do you want to die on the field coaching? If
right.
You look up for a punt and you freaking 85-year-old neck snaps.
Man, it's gonna be rough in Seattle, man. And I kind of feel for them fans because those fans really love their team.
Them.
But
fuck them. The way the stadium is built is why it sounds loud there. It's fucking quieter than a library in that piece of shit.
They better root for the Krakens.
I mean, it's gonna be quiet in there this year.
What'd you call me? The Krakens?
Yes, that is That is 5 or more white people. They're called Krakens.
I thought it was more like mice, the plural of mice. Mice.
Oh shit! Hey, let's reel this back in.
I'm so fucking high.
Big homie Nick, give me AFC
man.
West. AFC West, way too early division winning predictions.
Want to go to me?
Hey, yes, sir. AFC West.
Starting from the bottom.
I can't.
Broncos. With 10.
Oh, this is about to be crazy. This is about to be crazy.
This division is going to roll everyone else they play.
Oh, you say start from the bottom. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah,
The bottom is Broncos with 10.
Okay,
That's last place team.
Okay. Still
Raiders.
a lot of wins for the last place team.
Raiders with 10. Well, they only play 6 in their division. You go 3-3 in a division, and then you go beat the shit out of the rest of the NFL.
Okay.
Raiders with 10.
Mm-hmm.
Chiefs with 12. Chargers with 15.
Jesus.
Oh, hell no.
Jesus, Nick. 15?
I love it.
Oh,
What
my
they
God.
did with getting Mac.
I like what they did. I like what they did.
Wait,
man.
you want me to write this down, right?
Fuck yeah, write it down.
All right, I'm just making sure.
15, good Lord.
And when he come down off this high and
I
read these
think
numbers
they're
back, he's going to be like, what the fuck was I thinking?
Right.
15-2. Wow.
You have one of the best young quarterbacks in the league who may take the title of the best quarterback this year. You got a great wide receiver core. You put a lot into the line. You got Eckler in the backfield. You got a defense that was middle of the pack, and then you add Jackson to it.
The best, take the title of the best quarterback in the league.
I said he could.
He said he could. He said he could.
Oh man, I believe this shit all the time. This ain't a high theory. This is.
I mean,
the drugs.
I'm huge.
He's saying could, so I'm not gonna argue that.
I'm huge on the Chargers. Like what have I just said that you could disagree with?
He didn't say he was the best. He could. Yeah, that 15 kind of.
Yeah, they could get that.
That's kind of crackheadish.
Hey, we'll all take one big swing, right? What's the fun of making predictions if you're gonna fucking stay in the right lane and do 35?
Yeah, but I'm like, could.
Yeah,
like,
but we're not doing the Autobahn though.
I'm just saying. You saying could be the best quarterback in the league.
What's wrong with that though? He's not saying he can be. He said could be.
You don't take Justin Herbert over Patrick Mahomes or Josh Allen.
I'm not saying you take them. I'm saying he may have a statistical season this year that you could say he's the best quarterback in the NFL. I think he has the best stats
the potential
of anyone. So if you have the great stats, aren't you labeled the best quarterback in the NFL?
Not by stats wise. To me, stats don't mean everything. They don't make you the best because you got the best stats. To me, that
But if the wins are coming with it too, he can be in the discussion. They win 14, 15 games, and he throws for over 5,050.
Listen, Jameis Winston threw for over 5,000 yards and led the league, but in the same year threw 30 interceptions.
They won 9 games last year, man. You
got a point.
9 to 15.
Got a point.
Did you see what their deficiencies were last year?
Yeah,
they've addressed it.
Yeah, with older talent. Khalil Mack is older. He's not younger.
Okay.
But you
no one's younger.
But you're saying 9 to 15. That's a huge leap. I mean,
okay. That's my bold prediction. Like,
okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead.
I'll fucking say 16 just to piss you off.
I mean, we all know you.
That's my team. That's the team that I think can come out of nowhere. Obviously, not nowhere, but I think they were right on the brink last year. And when you look back for the Patriots, it was Bledsoe getting knocked out by Mo Lewis, right? That's what triggered Tom Brady. That was the moment we all look at and say that's what kickstarted everything. I think losing the playoff game the way they did last year, I think that could be something we look at in the future, a year or two from now, and be like, yo, remember that happened and didn't even make the playoffs?
Mm-hmm.
Like I think that could be the moment where you look at the Chargers, where they went from average team with a quarterback with potential to potentially the top team in the NFL. Hey, man, you got to make a bold prediction, right? People laughed when I said the Super Bowl is going to be 23-20.
You should have put those numbers down. I don't know why you didn't.
Yeah, man, we could have been celebrating.
Hell yeah, we'd still be celebrating.
My fucking ass. I bet it. It's the only fucking bet I hit all year. So.
LaCour, AFC West, man.
Well, since we're talking about bold predictions, here's mine. Las Vegas is winning that division this year.
Oh Lord.
Oh wow. Wow.
Las Vegas is winning that division this year.
Hey, I'm saying you're going down the same steps Melvin Wall did last year, and that shit did not work out for him.
Listen, I'm taking, but they'll be tied with the record with Kansas City. So I'm saying 12-5 for both.
But you're saying Raiders get the
get the division. Chargers third with 10 wins. I think they still got some things to figure out. They're not quite there yet. But 10 wins, and I got the Broncos going 8-9, last in that division.
Okay.
I think just because you got Russell Wilson doesn't mean you got the answer. I think there's still some other things they have to address in that organization.
Okay. I'm going to go.
We know. Can we guess?
We're not surprised. We're not surprised.
We just want to hear the record. We just want to hear the record.
Hold on. Wait.
Let me take
y'all
this
relax? Can I say what my prediction is going to be?
All right, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
No. Wait. I want us all to predict what you're going to predict for the Chiefs wins. Now, how many wins does he say for the Chiefs?
13.
Chris?
I think he's going to say 14.
Man, y'all high as a kite, bro.
I think he's going to say 12.
12. Okay.
Yes, Kansas City Chiefs win the division at 12-5, like they did last year. But the Chargers get 12 wins too. Because if you really look at it, I'm not going to go 15 from 9. The Chargers had control of this division last year, and they blew it on that Thursday night game against the Chiefs. And then they blew a couple of games later in the season as well. So they shot themselves in the foot. So
I don't think you can say they blew it, man. That was a hell of a game.
No. I'm saying the Chargers as a team blew it. I'm not putting the blame on anybody in particular. It's just that the Chargers had control of that division last year, and then they lost to Kansas City on that walk-off Travis Kelce touchdown. And then they lost a couple of games later in the season that turned their season around and they missed out on the playoffs.
Right.
All they had to do was tie with the Raiders on that last game of the season.
No, bro.
That's all they had to do.
Bro, all they had to do was beat the Chiefs when they had them down. They had that division. Had they won that Thursday night game, they'd have been in first place, in control, in the driver's seat of that division. And they never recouped from that overtime loss, and that's why they end up missing the playoffs. So, but the Chargers do get 12 wins, just like the Chiefs. Raiders get 10. Broncos get 9.
All right.
Close it out, Detroit and AFC West.
Well, I'm gonna say the same thing I said with the NFC North. I think until they dethrone Kansas City, it's their division to lose. You know, same thing we said about Green Bay. So I think that Kansas City get about 12 wins, followed close by the Chargers, 11-12. I think it's gonna be a dogfight between them two, and pulling up right on their coattails to be the Raiders, 10-11 wins. And I just don't see. I mean, with Russell Wilson, I see the Broncos improving. I don't see them improving over those 3 teams.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I will say this: they may wrestle a little bit with Las Vegas. You know, it depends on how Vegas gels together, but I still don't see them over these 3 teams.
Man, that chemistry goes back to college, man. Them boys been waiting to get back together.
Right.
True, and I get it.
And they may surprise people this year. They might take the division.
But Raiders do what Raiders do.
Until they prove it, they gotta prove it.
They gonna do something.
But hold on, they got a new coach now too. So you gotta.
Yeah,
we
don't have a coach.
We saw how Josh McDaniels first.
Just saying. Yeah. They don't have a coach going around calling people faggots and niggas. So.
Yeah, but.
What the hell did that come from?
So I'm saying,
man. And how did you get a hold of my pregame speeches for the
kids? How Vegas jails are.
That's about as close as I could get to saying that word. So I tiptoed right up to the line.
Listen, the only thing that stops Las Vegas from being good is alcohol.
That explains my life.
It's like them boys they sponsored by DUIs.
Oh, Vegas jails are. They jail.
They had on CBS Sports the other day. The Chargers have not had an arrest in the last 5 seasons. They're the only team in the NFL that has not had a player get arrested in 5 years.
Wow!
In that 5 years, the Raiders have had 4. The Broncos, I think, 9, and the Chiefs lead the way with 12 or 14. But it looked like the division standings like the last couple of years.
Over the last, like it's a span. Okay, I got you.
So in 5 years, you've had 12 or 14 arrests, but you were like the clear leader in the division.
AFC West. Yeah.
So Kansas City high.
How many of those were Andy Reid's kids?
Right. Hey, Andy Reid kids leading the division.
Yeah. He's the Tom Brady of arrests.
You know what I'm saying? Right.
Oh wow.
He killing folks and getting in trouble.
Last 12 minutes. Of course, speaking of the Las Vegas Raiders, this happened yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Workout with an NFL team this week. Adam Schefter, what do we know at this point?
This is going to be the first workout for Colin Kaepernick and an NFL team since he was exiled from the NFL after kneeling to protest racial injustice across the country. Now, he did visit the Seattle Seahawks 5 years ago, but there have been no visits, there have been no workouts. And at some point this week, the Raiders are planning to work out Colin Kaepernick, who's been training in Las Vegas. We'll see how that goes. But obviously, you don't bring in a player like this unless you are understanding the ramifications and everything that comes along with it and what he can do for your offense. He's been looking for a chance just to get back to the National Football League. He knows that he'll have to come in as a backup. But again, this is something that's interesting because the Raiders have always been a progressive organization. We think back to Al Davis, the owner. He was the first owner to hire a black head coach in our show. He was the first NFL owner to hire a female executive in Amy Trask. He hired Tom Flores, a Latino head coach. He's always been ahead of the curve. And now Mark Davis, the son, the head of the organization right now, obviously is a part of an organization that's planning to work out Colin Kaepernick. You wonder if other teams now will take notice and maybe that will generate a spark across the National Football League.
All right, fellas. I gave my kind of talk about it last night on a late night show. So if you want to hear my thoughts and opinions of the whole Colin Kaepernick situation, definitely go back to YouTube or the Facebook page, and you can see my takes on that. So I'm gonna open up this to the rest of the fellas. Nick, give us your thoughts on Kaepernick at least getting a workout.
Somebody got like audio playing, like a TV on loud or something?
That actually might be me. I didn't think it was that loud. I got headphones in though, so give me a second.
I didn't know if my audio was kicking back or if somebody else's. Yeah, that was it.
It's Michael Wilbon being really fucking loud on PTI.
You just had to say Michael Wilbon. We know how it happened, how he is.
I love Mike Wilbon. Go ahead, big homie Nick.
Go ahead, Nick.
What was the question?
No, just give us your thoughts.
Kaepernick.
Your thoughts and about Kaepernick getting at least a workout.
I know what you said last night. I was watching last night when you were going on about it, so I'll let you take that. I don't want to take that angle from you. But my stance is this. I don't give a shit who you are. If you're a quarterback and you haven't played in 5-6 years, I'm not going to waste any time on you. And that's nothing to do with anything except a player. Mm-hmm. That's nothing to do with off the field. I'm just going to talk about on the field. Maybe you guys take different angles if you want, but I'll take this approach. I mean, you haven't played. The progressions of defenses are not the same. Defenses have evolved the last 6 years. So where you're walking in the door is not where you walk out the door. The door's moved. So you're out there in Vegas. Maybe you try a gimmicky ticket draw. Like, I hate to say that with it, but like, you're not taking him expecting him to play. Carr's your guy. You paid Carr a ton of money. There's no quarterback controversy if this signing takes place.
Right.
But maybe it's a financial draw. It'll sell a shit ton of merchandise. More people might dip, not more people, but different. How do I word it? Oh, yeah, maybe more people come. Maybe you'll broaden your scope of who takes interest to your team. You know what I mean? By bringing in a polarizing figure like this.
All right.
So maybe you start him off like you did if he does make the team. Maybe you start him off like you started him off with Harbaugh. I remember, what's his name? Alex Smith was there. And then they brought in Kaepernick for like packages because he ran a touchdown against.
That's what Ryan was saying.
Year. I think they beat us like 34-0. Like, it was a bad beatdown at home here. Mm-hmm. And Kaepernick was just the gimmick guy at that point. And then he evolved. So I don't know. It's a very, very, like I said, polarizing is the key word. Where this could go, what this could be. Obviously, the media will go fucking crazy over this. Mm-hmm. So it's interesting to see what happens, to say the least. I could probably talk about an hour just on this topic alone, just on the field. Mm-hmm. Like, it would be like a Last Dance 12-episode documentary if then we had to talk about and everything.
No, I totally feel you.
Really, really hard to believe he's near what he was, more mentally than physically, right?
Yeah. And yeah, I hear your sentiments, because even last night, like I said, people please go back and hear what I said. I kind of hit both angles. I hit the social part of it, and I hit the actual football side. So I mean, but LaCour, man, just your quick thoughts and thoughts of Kaepernick getting to try out.
Man, I think Nick hit it. I expressed the same sentiments. It's like, I just feel like it's too late. Where was this energy a few years ago? I understand everything was still going on with the lawsuit and all that, whatever, but it's 5-6 years removed. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, and even from watching the workouts, his workout at Michigan, the little whatever. I'm not impressed. He said that he's been working out every day since his last game in the league, and that's fine and dandy. But like Nick said, defenses have evolved
faster,
and all these drills are like, they're drills. There's no contact. There's no real games. No 2-minute drills. There's none of that to really gauge how he would translate to today's league. Mm-hmm. So I think it's just like, I appreciate the Raiders for, opening the opportunity up, and he might get a couple of more calls from other teams for workouts. But if he does get signed, it is not going to be for anything more than Wildcats, trick packages.
Back up, bro.
You know, exactly.
Unless he ends up, they said they're okay with those two. That's the only other place where I think he could go in right away and potentially get starting time this year.
I don't even think he'll start over Jared Goff in Detroit.
Agreed.
I agree too.
Detroit Mail. Thoughts?
How old is Kaepernick?
34.
34.
So you're basically coming in as a rookie at 34.
At 34, right.
I'm sure it'll add a nice 5-10 minutes to the movie one day.
Because I'm sure all the plays in offensive playbooks are way more complicated than what they were 6 years ago.
Right. I'll say this. Fuck the NFL and the sports world. Because I'm like LaCour, where was that energy at when this man was only a year out or two years out of playing football? I mean, you look at it from the standpoint, he was not an elite quarterback. He had some skills. He went to the Super Bowl and everything. He was a good quarterback. He wasn't an elite quarterback. So you talking about a good quarterback 5 years out of the game. He had speed. He ran. He gets elusive a little bit. That's gonna decline at 34. Mm-hmm. So I think that the sports world's on an apology tour. It's like, when George Floyd hit, now everybody wanted to jump on this, this bandwagon, and now it's like, okay, now let's bring Kaepernick in and show that we with the cause now. And so you see him in Michigan, you see him at other places working out and stuff like that. Too late for that now. To me, it's like when politicians kiss the baby. This is a thing of same thing. They're kissing the baby right now to try to get that. Well, see, we brought him in, we gave him a workout. Optics. Yeah, it's all about that optics now. And what can you really do with a 34-year-old quarterback? We don't even know what his speed looks like in the real game situation. So can he run those trick plays anymore? He might not be that quick. And then, like you said, the game changed. You can practice all you want, but if you're not looking at playbooks, looking at defenses, all that stuff, none of that stuff matters. So to me, it's like,
or somewhat of a simulation of it,
right? Or something like something to that effect.
At least a 2-minute drill, something with
something
pads and contact,
right? So my thing is that this is just a show for the sports world to say, hey, we with the cause, and all that kind of stuff. They ain't really serious. They were serious. They should have got with him a year out or 2 years out, or even 3. Now you 5 or 6 years out. Come on, man. It's like going and pick somebody from a convalescent home talking about let's play.
Well,
that's BS.
Yeah, but I'm saying, and I hear what you're saying, man, but the NFL has set up different workouts with Kaepernick within this 5-year plan. And on his camp, he's changed.
What's the backstory on that? See, don't buy into that mess they saying.
No, I'm not buying into nothing. The facts of the facts is that there has been times that the NFL and his camp have tried to work out a situation for him to work out. Okay. And whoever fault it is, I don't care whose fault it is. The fact of the matter is that there's been opportunities that they have tried to make something happen. And however it fell through, it just didn't happen. So let's not. Hey, look, I'm pro player, but with Kaepernick, and some of my people who look like me may not like what I said last night about Kaepernick, but he's been very opportunistic of his whole situation. My thing is, he's been so dire to play in the NFL. You called it such a racist system in 2016. It's the same system now. It ain't changed. Them same owners that you was calling racist in 2016 are still in the same owners right now. So my thing is how can you sit there and say racist? Thank you for giving me that settlement check, but I'm so dying to play in your league. That don't look contradictory to y'all? It looks very contradictory to me.
Well, if it's me, going by me, I'm gonna stick to my guns no matter what. That's how I am. I can't speak for no other man. But for me, if I say I'm not messing with you, I don't mess with you. I don't care what it is. To the day you could be dead, I ain't going to your funeral. If I don't fuck with you, I don't fuck with you. I ain't going to your funeral. I ain't gonna be saying nice stuff about you because you dead. That's not what I do. Yeah, that's me. I speak for nobody else. I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? I stick to my guns. So, I mean, Kaepernick, you know, he has a different way of feeling about certain things, and maybe he said, "Well, hey, I'm tired of not playing." He missed football, but if you're going, for my opinion, you'll be a man. You stand 10 toes down. You take what comes with it.
Hey, there's other places to play football at.
Yeah,
I was just about to say the same thing. You got the USFL now.
Is it about playing
probably
strictly in
about
the
money.
NFL? Oh no! It ain't about money because Kaepernick been getting money since he ain't played.
We're going off the field. It's about sticking it to the league.
Let's call it what it is. He got a big old settlement check, and we'll never hear the amounts of it because for legal purposes, we'll never hear it.
Right.
But I'm willing to bet because his contract going out was around $100 million, so I'm willing to bet it's at least minimum of 70.
Right.
Nike never dropped him.
Nike never dropped him and gave him a big check.
So okay, so let me say this.
Got Netflix money.
If it's not about money, why not play in the USFL? Why not play?
That's my point.
In the upcoming,
it's to prove a point to the NFL.
Yeah, it's to stick it to the league.
Oh yeah, he definitely wants to stick.
That's all it is.
He wants to stick it to the league, but my thing is the whole time is he gained money from calling the system racist. He been calling it racist.
Mm-hmm.
But ain't nothing changed about the NFL except the NFL's money has gotten bigger.
Right.
That's the only thing that's changed. So
why? A couple of minority coaches.
You gotta mention that.
So my thing is why the desperation to you have to play in the NFL even if a backup role? It's NFL or bust with him, and that's what I'm saying with Kaepernick. Mm-hmm. In the beginning, I love this message. As a minority, of course, I love this message because that's what I thought what the pureness was. But the more the time it came to it, the pureness of what his initial stance and the pureness of football, to me, took a back seat to everything else that's been going on with him. That's just how I personally feel. Mm-hmm. People may not feel that way. That's just how I feel. And that's why, take away from the football part, I'm like, no. But if you talk about just the football part, I think his ceiling is at most give you a Marcus Mariota production. And if anybody, how everybody feels about Marcus Mariota,
but Mariota been around a game. He hasn't.
I said that's his ceiling.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Production wise.
Okay.
You know, but we don't know. The dude ain't been in the league for 6 years. One thing that all these talking heads, you see him talk. Oh, he deserves to be in the league. He's better than at least. He's not the 60.
He was better than.
No,
I'm saying that's what they should be saying. That's what they should be saying. He was because you're going on what you seen 5 years ago.
5 years ago. Yeah. And 5 years ago, you can't apply that to 2022 NFL football.
Shoot, COVID happened for 2 years,
but especially at quarterback position. So my thing is, even if you bring him in with all the media hoopla, you got a backup, second string at best, third string probably initially coming in. Like, let's be honest about it. Like, there's no guarantee that he climbs up to your backup role on your roster. You look, if Tebow gets a crack at it like he did last year, then okay, Kaepernick deserves one too. Yes. So, but I mean, I don't know what you're expecting from a 34-year-old dude that ain't played in the league for 5-6 years. I don't know what you're expecting.
I agree. Football skill wise, I agree.
Yeah, football wise. Yeah, the media part, everybody's going to have their own personal opinion, but
a lot of things would have to go wrong if he does get picked up by a team. A lot of things would have to go wrong for that team for him to see the field.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It just you would have to. What I can't remember what year and what team, but it was San Francisco. Everything went wrong, and they was running through quarterbacks. It would have to be just like that,
right?
Yeah, they went through C.J. Beathard, Nick Mullins.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah. San Francisco was hurt that year. Yup. So, and there's nothing to take away from but for me, I feel like it's like at first everything was pure. I deserve to be in the league regardless of how I feel outside the league. You know what I'm saying? I'm an athlete. I'm here to do a job. but I have my own personal views. That's what it was at first. But now I feel like it's like when you had a girlfriend that you love dearly, she did you wrong, and now you're trying to get your lick back.
Right.
That's all I feel like it is at this point. I feel like it's just he wants to be able to sit there and say, "I won." You know, yeah, you
but
got
he's
the
already
settlement.
won.
But
you better off going out the way. Right.
I hear what you're saying.
Don't go backwards.
But he's won.
Don't go backwards.
We know he won. We know he won. It's probably an ego thing for him.
He may have sacrificed his NFL career, but he's gotten lots of money. He ain't hurting for money, and whether you like the realness or the authenticity of people's eyes paying attention to social issues, he's won there because they are paying attention to it. And you know, I got another feeling about that, but that's for another show, another topic. But
go ahead.
No, finish. Go ahead.
I'm gonna say this part before we close. He started off trying to raise awareness to what's going on in our community. That didn't have a problem with that. But you got to realize, if you go back to Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Medgar Evers, all them people back then, when they got into it, they knew it was at a cost. And so, and the same thing I would say to anybody that wants to jump into these social justice issues, you got to realize those come with a cost. And for him, it may have cost you the NFL. So if you're going to get into it, like my mom always say, don't do the crime, you can't do the time. You know what I'm saying? So if you get into something like this, whatever, you know, you got to realize it come with a cost. And if that means losing the NFL, you lose the NFL, you keep it moving. You don't go back. You don't go backwards. That takes away the power of your call. That takes away the power of what you standing up for. All that stuff
waters it down.
Waters down and become diminished because you go back. Never go back. I don't care how much I love the girlfriend and stuff like that. I ain't going back. I'm gonna be stubborn as much as I would. I'm not going back. I left jobs. I don't go back. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if I'm looking for a job. I'll go work at McDonald's if I go back to that job. I'm not going back. That's what I do. Yeah. What you gonna say?
Yeah, I mean, because those are, hey Jamel, those are Kaepernick's words, right? That he said.
One thing I dislike in your show, you call the NFL your slave camp, but right.
I want to go back there.
Right. You don't go back.
It is modern day slavery. They're paid now. You know,
it's just slavery. It's just slavery NIL. That's it.
Yeah, essentially. There's not a single minority owner in the league.
He's saying he put it in his show.
Oh, okay.
With Shad Khan, that owns the Jacksonville Jaguars, he's of Arab descent.
Is it Arab? I thought it was Indian. He's Arab.
There's something.
Okay.
In there. Ziggy Wolf for the Minnesota is half biracial, and that's about it.
So 2 out of 32
in the NFL. Well, technically 31 because the Green Bay Packers are not owned by
the city. Right. Yeah, got you. So 2 out of 31 are considered minority. I think that's like one of the first problems is that right there.
But I mean, and here's the thing: the only way that you're going to get minority owners is if you expand the league, as in you're going to have to add more teams, and minority owners are going to have to be able to be accepted to buy it, because the owners that you have in existence now, the only way that they're going to lose control of the team is if the family sells, or the family who is alive sells it to somebody, or they're forced out. Like, don't get me wrong, Daniel Snyder should be forced out of Washington. That should be,
or like Sterling.
Yeah. So that's the only way it'll happen. But
I mean, Daniel Snyder running a strip club, so
nah, he doing worse, bro.
Somebody go ahead and
he got a brothel going on.
Call Oprah, tell her to buy a team.
She got the money.
Yeah.
Her and Gail can run a team together.
Nah, damn Gail, raggedy ass. Nah. Anyway,
she gonna have to get that to Stedman.
Yeah. Look.
I learned something on the show.
Go ahead, Nick.
What's that?
When Mel was getting all into his speech, he was like, "Oh, if you're dead to me, you're dead to me. I don't care. I'll cut you off. I won't go to your funeral." I texted my mom, do not count on Mel to be a pallbearer for me.
You right, Jimmy. I agree with that too. But they just there for show.
Yeah, I don't mess with them. I don't mess with them.
I don't mess with Gail for sure.
I definitely don't mess with Gail. But Oprah, she's like almost.
You two acting like she's knocking at your fucking door. Like, nah, I don't mess with her.
No, bro. Like you gotta understand, man. Like this.
Gail is grimy.
There's a lot of shit that they do for show for our community.
Yeah,
there's a lot
Oprah
of shit. So
Oprah just for the show. She ain't for us.
Yo, since we
and
funerals,
we might be all right because we got Nick. He like, oh, you got a white guy?
Until they find out he's a Jets fan.
Right. Oh, fuck that.
He's a Jets fan? I'm from Chicago. No.
What you about to say, Nick?
No.
Yo, rest in peace to Ray Liotta.
Ray Liotta, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
He was a Jets fan. I saw that.
I just watched
damn.
Blow last week. It was on Netflix when he's Johnny Depp's dad, George's father.
Mm-hmm.
Jamel's stupid, dog.
I ain't seen that in a long time.
He said, fuck Oprah, but if she give me $1 million, I'll still take the money. Hell yeah.
But I'm gonna be cussing the whole way through, but I'm still taking that money though.
Hey, I'm gonna count that money.
I'm waiting till I get the money. I'm like,
yeah, you'll be sitting there kind of like, can't believe this fucking bitch gave me this money.
Y'all, that's what we gonna do, y'all.
Copland was good. Yeah,
we gonna wrap up the show on a good note like that as we diss Oprah, count her money, taking it from her.
Right. You see Oprah feet though, man?
No, bro.
Oh my god, her feet are disgusting.
Like she should be. You Google when you're horny, you fucking weirdo.
What made you go look up Oprah feet, man?
I mean, you see on TV with sandals on. Her feet look like she's hanging from trees. Her feet look like this.
Bro, ain't nobody been thinking about Oprah's feet. I don't know how the hell you brought that up, bro.
Oprah's feet is disgusting. I mean, I'm a feet person. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I look at saying.
Hey man, big shout out to the big homie Chris Ford. What up, though? He came and chopped it up with us. I know, right? This is ridiculous. He came and chopped it up with us.
I'm not afraid to.
Hey, stop, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all having me on, man.
Yeah, I appreciate you being here, bro.
I know I love this shit, man. I love it.
So please,
I got the lotion. I got pictures of Oprah's feet. I'm the party.
Not her feet though. Anybody else's feet but hers.
That man was sitting there at 2:30 in the morning, like, damn, I wonder what Oprah feet look like.
In the Google.
And then all of a sudden it's like, and then you hit that one spot where if you keep going, you'll be done. But if you miss out, you got to start all over. All of a sudden,
like I've seen worse, but I can deal with this. I can work with this.
Yo, the first Oprah joke I ever heard in my life was Oprah didn't lose weight; they just widened the aisles. Like it had to be like that was the first like your mom is so fat type of joke that I heard. That was fantastic.
I can't. All right, y'all. We really gonna get out of here. Appreciate everybody. Again, shout out to the homie Chris Cord joined us. On behalf of the big homie Nick, feet fetish Mel, I am the wild card Mar. The whole I.O.W. sports crew, we out. Y'all come join us again Monday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for episode 156.
I can see why you like those feet. Carrying her ass around for all those years. Those are the strongest feet on earth. Her toes can probably throw 180 in each foot. All right.
Foot fetish Mel. That's your new name. It's been real, folks. Peace. Like them feet, huh?